Let me talk about somebody that no one's talking about. Josko Gvardiol. We paid 90 million, which is, I believe, the highest ever in the Prem for a center back. I'm pretty sure it's the highest ever.
I'm not 100% sure.
I'm certain it's the highest.
At the time,
More than VV?
I think Van Dijk and Maguire were up
Van
there.
Dijk was like
but
70.
70.
Maguire might have
was
been
80.
Maguire was
Yeah.
like 80.
I think 90 is the highest for a center back
Stefano was like
ever in the
70.
Prem. I've been watching him for, obviously, you guys know he was playing left back last season, and you saw what the media, he was the media darling when he was playing left back. As we know, elite teams playing left back, you really can get all the praise and then all the hate just like that, based off of just tactics and everything like that. MLS, Nico O'Reilly, Nathan Ake. I can keep naming the left backs that people were telling me is Cucurella's getting it right now. Trust and believe. Next year, this time, people are gonna be like, Cucurella sucks. He's trash. It's gonna be on to the next new thing. Because I told you guys it's a fake position. But Josko Gvardiol, there is no way you turn off mentally that many times. There's no way you turn off and have these mental lapses that just compromise the backline continuously. And unfortunately, Stones and Kusanov, Ake, all those players that would be Diaz's number 2 aren't cutting it for different reasons too. Kusanov, maybe tactically and the speed of the Prem, he's still not up to speed, which is unfortunate. I think Stones' best years is behind him. I think Nathan Ake is just simply out of form. Like, I think he hasn't played in so long that when Pep does throw him in there, it's like panics, and he already relied on hard work. And a player that relies on hard work and hustle, or whatever the case may be, they don't age well. So it leaves the question as to, I do not know what Pep is going to do. The right back spot, Mateus Nunes, he got the assist for that first goal. I want you guys to go back and watch that Leeds goal that they scored, the second goal. That is probably the most embarrassing Prem goal that we've conceded. Like, probably in the Prem so far this season. Worse than the own goals that Steve had. Like, you're talking about the simple of the simplest. You're taught when you're a little kid, the ball enters the 6-yard box, you just kick it. You just boot it.
I hear you.
I don't know.
But to be fair,
I'm just not sure what they're going to do.
But back to Gvardiol, sorry if I mispronounced your name. I feel like he's always shown glimpses of that turnoff, that mistake happening in a second without him noticing. And it's been like that even during the good times. And I feel like during the good times, those was overlooked over performances happening up front and not in the backline, which were covered by other forms of performances. So I feel like it's always been there with Gvardiol. It's been overlooked because of, what he's done outside of.
I don't get it.
What's his position? I don't get it.
They told me he's a center back. I don't know.
Center back, Croatia center back. No, he does.
When he was wearing a mask, I don't know, man. Qatar 2022, he's playing left back.
Yeah, those were funny times, man. You guys are under the Middle East sun, man. But
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get the lapses. I don't get the lapses.
But he can't have all the blame though, Lee. Like,
here's my question. Maybe you guys correct me, but I think about center backs like a center back partnership. There needs to be at least one leader. Sometimes there's two, right? Like, which I would think in like the Arsenal case, you have Saliba and Gabriel, who both can have another partner and kind of iron out their problems.
Ramos Pepe.
Ramos is a leader in that situation, right? Thiago Silva, no matter who you partner him up with, he's gonna fix him. Personally, I think, for example, Fofana came in, Chala was playing better. Like, they just elevate their partner's standards. My question is Ruben Diaz not capable of doing that?
I'm just not sure, like, what Ruben Diaz could do about a Gvardiol lapse. Like, okay, for example, a lot of the goals we concede has nothing to do with, like, the final ball or like the final action. It has nothing to do with that. It mainly has to do with us losing the ball, either midfield or in the final third. The team is countering, and somehow, some way, Gvardiol is reacting so much later than everybody else, than the entire back line. I'm not sure what Ruben Diaz could do about that. I really don't. I don't know what Ruben Diaz could do about that. If you watch all of, I wish I could clip up like all of our goals conceded. It always is in Gvardiol running or racing after the fact. It's too late. He's never positioned in a spot where he can prevent it. He can try and make a risk where Diaz could even cover for him. He's never in that position.
I think don't get me wrong. He's thinking too offensively. He's forward thinking.
Yeah.
But on the defensive end, that might leave you positionally out of it.
My question then becomes is like watching, again, brings back to Chelsea, like watching Tosin, for example. He does not talk to nobody. He just does what he thinks is right? And then players have to scramble and figure out, is it that they're not just communicating what's going on here? Because of course there's times where certain center backs think I'm going to be aggressive here or whatever it is, they have their lapses, but the other center back says, yo, come closer, or yo, go follow that guy. Like, you know what I mean? There's some leadership in somebody.
Mo, I agree with that. But we paid 90 million for him. That's the bottom line. When you break the transfer record fee for a position, the least you can do is fall in line and contribute week in and week out to a clean sheet, to making others better, whatever the case may be, holding down your side. That's the least, that's the bare minimum. And it has nothing to do with Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz has a academy player next to him. Ruben Diaz has on his side a player that came out of our academy that's flying, by the way. I know he can't see the pitch. The person that we all thought was a shoo-in to start. And you know what's even crazier than that? Pep even tried to switch them, and it still didn't work. Ruben Diaz and Gvardiol. He tried to make Ruben Diaz play left center back.
But yo, like I was saying,
and
bro,
it still didn't work.
Gvardiol can't have the only blame. There is definitely blame to share around, and even with the coach who still hasn't figured out what the heck is his right backline, which is rare for Pep.
I'm just not sure what he could do though. If you like this video, and personally, I don't care if you did or not, but if you did like it, like the comment below, subscribe, and comment. But I don't care though.